anything, it's easier for me to work that job than do a fucking set of squats till my lungs burn. I make the most money, fellas. I'm still not where I need to be financially. Which one's harder? Which one is gonna cause me more pain and stress? You become the outcast, afraid of motherfuckers like that and what they gonna say. And discipline leads to a lack of discipline in all areas. If you can't control the fucking food you put in your mouth, you can't even refrain from grabbing a donut. The fuck? She's like, why is it so high? I don't want to just get by. I don't want to just do the bare minimum. I don't want to barely hit my quota. I was like, it should be fucking more. I want fucking more. This ain't enough. It may. What's good, YouTube? Back with another motherfucking video, man. I'm sitting here doing some work on my laptop. Woke up this morning at like 5:30. Today was a 5:30 wake up. I don't have work today. Did my cardio, did my morning routine, mobility. Did some fucking laundry. Man, I fucking hate doing laundry, bro. Like, if you in the gym heavy, you know, like, you gotta wash a lot of clothes. And laundry is one of the most annoying things. So if y'all hear my dryer back there, I probably shouldn't have y'all that close to my dryer, but whatever. If you hear my dryer in the back, hopefully it's not fucking up the audio for this video. And it's my first time working with this camera. So I'm probably gonna make a lot of mistakes. It's probably gonna be a lot of fuck ups, but hopefully everything goes smooth. Probably not, but it is what it is. Today what I really wanted to talk about is like how the gym applies to like any and everything in your daily life, bro. Because a little story time for y'all, man. Like, I recently just got a promotion at my job. And I work in the food and restaurant industry, if you didn't know. And I recently just got a promotion, and I'm super young, fellas. I'm 25. You know, the position I'm in now, most people, you know, they're like pushing their late 20s, mid to late 30s, you know what I'm saying? Even 40 and 50. A lot of older individuals. And when you're young in the food and restaurant industry, for all my people who do know or don't know, it's rough, man, when you're young, because a lot of young people, like from the age of 18 to 25, they don't take it seriously, right? They're not really there for a long time, right? They don't come to their shift. We all had a job that we didn't really give a fuck about. We would call in, we would, you know, bullshit on the shift, fuck around, not give a fuck about anybody, you know what I'm saying? Cry, complain about doing too much work when it's not even that much work. We remember that. Like, we had that phase, right? And it's usually the young motherfuckers, because they know they're not gonna be there for the rest of their life, right? And that pisses off the old heads. That pisses off the older crowd, because a lot of the older people are like feeding their family with their shit, so they take that shit a little bit more seriously. And I recently just got a promotion, and the reason I was able to get it so young, the reason I was able to grow so young in the place I'm in, was literally because the mindset that I built through fitness and nutrition help separate myself from those individuals, from that older crowd, put me in a better position to learn more and grow more. And it was all because I relate everything back to fitness, right? So most people who work, if you work a regular 9 to 5, or if you work in the food restaurant industry, you work, you know, shift work. The average person who does that job, or, you know what I'm saying, especially in the food and restaurant industry, they either, you know, they're out of shape. They eat whatever. They don't meal prep. They cry about they don't have time to go to the gym. They super tired. They work long hours, right? They just make a bunch of excuses, and they don't take care of their health, right? And if you're somebody and you do take care of that, like I did, right? I'm able to apply that level of discipline and that mindset to my job, right? And if anything, it's easier for me to work that job than do a fucking set of squats till my lungs burn, right? I don't give a fuck about lifting a box when I got three plates on my back and I got to get it back up, right? So you start to assess, like, which one's harder? Which one is gonna cause me more pain and stress? Me fucking moving this box from the floor to the counter, That's easy. I can do that shit easily. And people who don't succeed in that industry complain about shit like that, or like getting up early, or they're tired. You know what I'm saying? And I've been able to apply fitness, discipline, and nutrition to that, and that's the reason I've grown. That's the reason I've been able to get a promotion and get in a level at such a high age. I mean, such a young age. And I'm by no means bragging and saying that I make the most money, fellas. I'm still not where I need to be financially. If I came on here and told y'all I'm rich and I make band, I'm a normal motherfucker, man. Like, I am by no means trying to come here and shit on y'all financially, because I'm not where I need to be. All right, but over the past couple of years, I've been able to make more money than a lot of people who've been there longer than me, because of my fitness and gym background, my nutrition background. If I have enough discipline to bring my meals to work, right? Not eat the donut spread on the work table, right? Be the only one that is bringing their water, bringing their meals, eating their high protein snacks, protein bars, like all of us know that if you are in the gym and you work, you become the outcast. You don't become the normal person in that establishment. Like, they look at you like, why are you not eating with us? Why are you eating that protein bar? You trying to lose weight? You know what I'm saying? And I've dealt with it. Like, you know what I'm saying? Being an outcast, and they try to like naturally scold you, like, oh, he's the health guy, right? He's not gonna eat with us, right? Because you exercise a level of discipline. And I hear a lot of people like refrain from doing, like, bringing their meals or like going to the gym, because they don't want to hear that, right? They're afraid to be the outcast. They're afraid of how people are gonna view them at work for bringing their fucking chicken and rice rather than eating a fucking fat ass breakfast burrito that's gonna make them sluggish, tired, and crash at fucking 8 a.m. in the morning after they eat it, right? They afraid of motherfuckers like that and what they gonna say. But in reality, if you bring that fucking meal prep, if you bring that fucking gallon of water, if you bring that high protein meal, right? If you go to the gym before work, get your workout in, already awake, already mentally alert when you show up, they're just projecting their insecurities on you, because they couldn't even imagine doing that. See, the reason that they're scolding you or they're making you the outcast is because they want to do that shit. They wish they can do that, right? But they don't have the mental discipline and the drive to execute. See, the only difference is you're executing and they're not. And the thing is, the reason why the gym is always the foundation, and the reason why you will always outperform them or outdo them eventually, is because that lack of discipline leads to a lack of discipline in all areas. If you can't control the fucking food you put in your mouth, are you going to be able to control getting all your work done at a certain period of time when you know you need to get it done? Hitting your deadline, whatever your job is. Are you going to? You have no discipline background. You can't even refrain from grabbing a donut. How are you gonna hit your quota for the month? How are you gonna lead this group when you can't even lead yourself? And there's a lot of people watching this video who work 9 to 5s, and they make these excuses, and they make these reasons why they can't go to the gym or meal prep about they don't have time. Right? And the way you treat your body is a direct representation of who you are. What is your mindset? Who respects you? It's all of you. So the moment you take your gym and nutrition seriously and you build that level of discipline and build that mindset, you're gonna be able to go in any place, in any space and dominate. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna be able to get ahead of the curve. Like I said, I'm 25, fellas, and I'm at a position that I probably shouldn't be at. I'm probably too young to understand, but I understand all of it. And it's all because I took fitness seriously. I was able to apply it. That shit's me picking up, like I said, me picking up a box, me writing a fucking invoice statement or whatever is way less harder than me squatting 315 pounds. That shit is the least of my concerns. Right? And a little story, like like I said, I just got a promotion, and this is not to brag or anything. I was with the lady that's training me to be in my position, and she's real cool. She's helped me a lot, and I was having a little problem with my pay stub or whatever, my check, you know what I'm saying, stuff like that. And she was like, "You mind if I take a look and just to see where what happened or what wrong, you know what I'm saying, so we can get it fixed?" And I'm like, "Yeah, no problem." And she seen my previous pay stub. From when I used to travel for work as well, and I made a lot of fucking money. So my pay stub was super high, and she looked at it and she was like, "What the hell?" She was like, "It's my dryer going off, y'all." She was like, "What the fuck?" She was like, "Why is it so high?" And she looked at me like so shocked, and I looked at her, I was like, "What's wrong?" And she was like, "Why is your pay stub? Damn, that's a lot of money." I was like, "Yeah, I mean, it's cool. Like, I wish it was more, but yeah, it's cool." She was like, "Damn, you make that much traveling?" I'm like, "Yeah. I mean, it's, we work a lot of hours, fellas." And just to be real, and the reason she was shocked is most likely because my check was probably more than hers. And mind you, this is the person who's training me to be, in her position. And it just made me think, like, all because I was able to apply fitness to my job and get to this high level, right? Even before I got my promotion, I was making a good amount of money traveling. All because I took my fitness seriously, I was able to apply that. It's put me in a position that the top of the top is like, damn, right? Fucking dryer, man. Fuck! uh, and the only thing I did, fellas, was take fitness and nutrition and apply it to my life in other areas. And that's why I always say fitness is the foundation. So if you're watching this video, man, and you're crying, you're still making excuses about you don't have time to go to the gym, you don't have time to meal prep, you too tired after work, all this and all that. What you fail to realize is if you start doing those things, you're going to develop the mindset and the energy to do those things. But you have to start. You have to do it. It's just a new skill you have to learn. But once you learn it, it's going to be better off. See, you're going for the comfort now. The comfort of grabbing the donut. The comfort of not having to go to the gym after work, scrolling on your phone like a fucking dickhead, right? Watching Netflix, eating ice cream, going out to eat, eating bullshit. Haven't you fucking realized that you doing that shit, you wake up in the morning sluggish as fuck, not alert, lazy, sitting down, fat. You gotta wear a 2X a dress shirt or uniform for your job because to hide your big ass belly. Haven't you realized that shit, that what that shit has done to you? Haven't you realized that? So imagine if you made that change. Imagine. But you got to get rid of the comfort. The moment you apply fitness and nutrition to your life, and it's the foundation, bro. The gym is the foundation. Any business owner, any high level person who is performing at a high level will tell you they're better off in shape than not. The gym is the foundation. You are more mentally alert. You have way more energy. A lot of y'all be crashing at like fucking 10 a.m. because you ate a fat ass breakfast burrito or fucking Chick-fil-A chicken biscuit. And for lunch, you had a fucking McDonald's Big Mac with a large fry. And you wondering why you can't get your fucking work done or you're unproductive and you feel so fucking tired. The cup of coffee not gonna help the bullshit you just ate, doggy. You can't wash down the fucking Big Mac with a black coffee and be like, oh, I'm gonna get energy. Bro, come on, man. It's ridiculous. And I want y'all to understand and realize that you may hate your job, right? You may not like your job. You may want to get out of your job. But in order for you to get out, you want to make more money so that you can save more money so that you can eventually get out. So either way, you're going to have to perform. So your best bet is to put yourself at an advantage to perform so that you can get the fuck out. Everything boils back down to performance. How do you get better at performing? What's the foundation of performance? You got to build the mindset. You got to learn the systems. You got to be able to execute. How do you learn how to execute? What's the best way for you to learn how to execute? Going to the fucking gym and learning how to get yourself in shape. That is the hardest thing to be disciplined in, I promise. It is. It is fucking hard to get yourself into shape. It is difficult. It's easy. It's simple, right? It's simple math, but it's fucking difficult. You got to develop a certain mindset. And as y'all know, man, I've lost over 100 pounds, got into the best shape of my life, right? While working 2 jobs at one time, working 16-hour days, right? I would work from 6 to 2 p.m., 6 a.m. to 2 p.m., get a 4-hour break. That was usually when I, go to the gym real quick, hop into another 6 p.m. to 1 a.m. shift, wake up and do it all over again. How was I able to do that? Because I took care of my fitness and nutrition. How did I have the energy? Because I took care of my fitness and nutrition. I was able to do all of that and still run circles around people. Now I'm in the position that I'm in now, one of the youngest promotions in the company, right? Because I'm so mentally alert and so ahead of the game, right, that I was able to outperform people. People who have been with the company 8 years, 10 years, still in the same position. All because I took fitness seriously. And you can do the same. A lot of these fucking jobs, bro, they're not hard. The people make it harder than what it is. The mental stress. They can't deal with stress. How do I learn? How do you learn how to deal with stress? What's a great way to deal with stress? Going to the fucking gym. Clearing your mind. The stress of having to do a set of 315 under a squat bar. That's way more stress than finishing some fucking paperwork or dealing with a crazy individual. That's how I look at it. And you should too. Right? So, if you're watching this video, man, if you work, whatever you work in the food and restaurant industry, you work a sedentary job, 9 to 5, 6 to 4, my schedule's 6 to 4, any kind of shift work or just regular 9 to 5, I advise you, man, to really, really make the gym your foundation and watch how everything changes. Watch how everything gets better. Watch how much energy you have. How better you're able to perform. Right? And you'll be in a better position. Right? You may want to quit your job. You'll be in a position to quit if you perform. Do any and everything to get the advantage. I see people show up to work, man. Most people show up to work like when you gotta work in the morning, right? And you see everybody, they still yawning, they still tired, they still waking up, they sleepy. They literally just woke up 20 minutes ago before their shift, hurry up, got dressed. Probably didn't even brush their fucking teeth, breath kicking like a motherfucker early in the morning because they woke up too late, because they fucking tired and sluggish, right? They went to bed late like a fucking dickhead. They need to spend an hour to fucking wake up. Bro, imagine if you woke up an hour earlier, 2 hours earlier, went to the gym, already had you some caffeine, already had you a high protein meal, already awake, already alert, already got a couple things done, and you show up to work already awake. You've already won. You've already won. You've already won the day. They're already behind. They still got an hour to fucking till they fucking fully wake up. I was waking my brain up at 3 o'clock in the morning. Right? We all have the morning fog. We all have the morning tiredness. It's just mine started earlier than yours. So I'm already ahead. I've already worked out. Already ate. Already had my caffeine. I'm ready to work. Something simple as that will put you ahead. You'll outperform them. Just because you have more time. Just because you do that. Something simple as that, bro. A simple level of discipline will help you beat most people. When that lady seen my paycheck and she said that, in the back and outside, I was like downplaying it a little bit, being humble. But in the back of my head, I was like, it should be fucking more. I want fucking more. This ain't enough. It may sound a lot to you. I want more. I want fucking more. I deserve. I work too hard. I want more, motherfucker. Because the difference is, bro, anything I do or any place I work, even if I don't want to be at a job, bro, I don't want to just get by. I don't want to just do the bare minimum. I don't want to barely hit my quota. Right? I don't want to just do the bare minimum. I don't want to just win the game. I want to run up the fucking score. That's the difference. I want to run up the fucking score. I want to make it impossible for you to fucking compete. And until you develop that fucking mindset, you're going to be in the same fucking position, bro. Seriously, bro. Why do you niggas just cool with being the bare minimum? Cool with being average. Don't want to, just cool with just doing the daily, the random shit, right? Not being better. Just stuck in the same position. But cry about not making more money. Cry about still being in the same position. It all leads to fucking performance. And I don't want to perform so good that I want to dominate, bro. Dominate. Motherfuckers cannot compete with me. And that's the mindset I have in the back of my mind, right? Every fucking day. Even when I am tired. We all have days where we tired and don't want to get up and we sleepy. But I gotta dominate this motherfucker. Until you develop that mindset, bro, you're gonna stay the same. And when you do, you'll see, bro. You'll make more money. You'll get more opportunities. I promise. But it all starts with you. It all starts with that change, bro. Right? And I've been able to lose 100 pounds and do that, bro, and get into higher positions, not only mentally, physically, emotionally, all of that, bro. And if you're watching this video, man, and you're ready to make that change, bro, like, you really want to perform, whether you want to quit your job one day or whether you just want to move up, you gotta take a look at your fitness, bro. And if you're struggling with that shit, you should probably do something about it, dog. And if you're looking to do something about it, man, there's a link down below to book a call. The good thing is I've went through this. I've learned the process of navigating working 2 jobs and still getting into the best shape of my life, so that you won't have to go through the bullshit that I went through. It took me 5 years. It took me 5 years to finally get the physique that I wanted, because I had to go through so much trial and error. Like, I indulged in the donuts at one point. I dealt with being the outcast and feeling bad or worrying about what the fuck they think because I got my meal prep. I had to go through all of that. And over time, I've learned how to work around that. I've learned how to automate everything so that I stick to my goals. I work in the food and restaurant industry. I could easily eat bullshit all day. I'm probably exposed to the most toxic environment when it comes to losing weight. And I'm probably in the best shape, better shape than a motherfucker who sits at a desk all day looking at paper. You see what I'm saying? It's a difference. So if you're looking to work around that and navigate that and make more money, literally make more money for yourself, literally create more opportunities through just building your gym and fitness, make sure you hit the link down below and book a call, and we'll talk about you getting getting into the program, man. But if you're not ready to work, if you're not ready to make a change, bro, don't even book the fucking call, bro. Cause I don't have time to fucking waste. If you soft, you weak, you lazy, you gonna make excuses, don't book the fucking call, man. Don't even book it. Cause you're not gonna fucking succeed. But if you're really ready to do that, man, book the call. We'll see if you're a great fit. But other than that, man, I'll catch y'all boys on the next video. Peace.